Hello everyone and welcome back to Zaclit Educational Channel. So this is the mega review plus the expected cutoff for the UGC NET Environmental Science for the December 2025 session. So the answer keys are out. After going through the paper and the answer keys and the reviews from the candidates those who have appeared in this exam, we have made this video. So watch till the end to know all the queries which are going up in your mind. So without much delay, let's start today's video. So first of all, let us know the poll which was given in our Telegram page regarding the scores which are obtained by the candidates after the answer keys are out. So in this poll, you can see here around 400 candidates have given their views, their poll, and here about 33% of the candidates, they said their score is less than 150 marks. That means less than 50% of the mark combining paper 1 and paper 2. But this is not the thing which we will consider. We have to consider this area. Yes, we have to focus on this area where almost 20% of the students, those who have given the poll from the 400 votes, that means how much? 80 candidates have given their score is well above 181 marks. Yes, so these will be the students, those will be in the safer zone. I'm not telling they will be definitely qualifying JRF or NET, but they are in the safer zone. We have to not consider those who are in the maximum in less than 150 or in the 151 to 170 zone, but we will tell you our expected cutoff as per the category wise. But don't lose hope, now the results are yet to be announced. So overall review, we made one first review after coming from the examination. Now overall review, mega review you can say from the candidates. So these points also many of you were interested to know. First is overall difficulty level. Paper 1, it is of moderate level, it was. Paper 2, environmental science paper, it was easy to moderate level. Many students felt that December paper was easier than the June 2025 session. Next, paper 1 analysis, reasoning section was comparatively easy. More arrangement in order type of questions were asked. Number series question was easy. Data interpretation was simple and doable. Reading comprehension passage was also easy. And questions like Kothari Commission matching type question appeared, they were direct and the expected type questions for the paper 1. So overall view for the paper 1, despite being easy, in paper 1 many candidates did lot of mistakes. Yes, this thing is coming up. Paper 1, despite of being easy to moderate level, paper 1 many candidates did lot of mistakes. Next, paper 2 environmental science analysis. Many questions were direct from the previous year's questions. Yes, if you have done the previous year's questions thoroughly, many were direct with just simple changes, some modification, theme based, that means syllabus wise, not much out of the box questions this time. They were from the simple passages were coming from that paper 2. Conceptual difficulty was low. So this time it was not in-depth concept questions were more. They were much of the moderate section, and students who practiced previous year's questions found the paper very comfortable. That means students, those who didn't only gone through the previous year's questions, they practiced them, they knew what is the concept behind them, they felt very comfortable for paper 2. So the questions, concepts also came from our Zaclit videos and daily quizzes which we conducted on our Telegram page. So let me tell you, Learn for the Environment Telegram page, we conduct daily quiz. So after the results are announced for the UGC NET, then we will again resume our daily quizzes. Coming to the next set of comments or the reviews for this exam, common feedback from the students. This exam was easy, but marks are coming low. Why? It will be known in the next analysis. So exam was easy, but marks are coming low for many of the students. Most mistakes were silly mistakes. Yes, because of the silly mistakes only, marks are coming low as per the answer key which is released. On an average, students reported 7 to 8 common mistakes, especially in paper 1. Yes, 7 to 8 common mistakes means 7 to 8 questions wrong, mean around 16 marks. That's a huge mark. If you have done this blunder, then it will definitely affect you. Next is main problem areas for the students, those who appeared this time. Overconfidence due to easy paper. Yes, paper was easy. Many people were overconfident and they did silly mistakes. rushing through the paper 1. Paper 1, many students, they rushed and they did the mistakes in the paper 1. Calculation errors happened for the numerical questions or the data interpretation thing, and misreading questions. Questions were misread because of the anxiety and hurriness. Poor accuracy rather than lack of knowledge. So here it was not that knowledge was lacking, because of that many students they did wrong or they did poor in this exam. It was because of the poor accuracy. Yes. Final verdict from our end, the paper was not difficult, but accuracy played a crucial role. Due to the easy nature of the paper, cutoff may go higher this time. Yes, as compared to the last time. For well-prepared students, this paper was very score-friendly. So these are the answer key challenge review. Yes, answer key came. Now they may release the revised answer key, or else along with the results, they will give the revised answer key. So these two things can happen, but nowadays recent trends for the NTA is that they will release the revised answer key with the results. So overall view on the answer key as of now, major mistakes are not seen in the NTA answer key given. Yes, most answer they match the standard textbooks and the accepted concepts. One question was related to the sulfur related question. Students were having doubts. That was from the biogeochemical cycle. Some students felt two options looked possible, but since the question was asked specifically and exactly, so the answer given by the NTA is correct about the sulfur related biogeochemical cycle question. Then carbon dioxide contribution, that ascending order question came, Russia, China, this was given. This also some students are having the confusion whether the answer key is wrong, ascending order it was asked, but the answer given by NTA here is also correct. Similarly, bulk composition of the earth, the question was asked and one option is scientifically correct. So there also no ambiguity found. The answer given by the answer key by NTA is absolutely correct. So overall student opinion on challenges, most students feel this time everything looks correct. No major challenge worthy errors as of now. At most what will happen, one or two questions might get dropped, but these also chances are low. If the questions are dropped, you all will be getting the marks. Yes. So from our end, we are assuring you that if any new issue or genuine error or mistake comes in the answer key, if somebody tells us, informs us, or if we will check that, then it will be challenged from the proper sources through evidence. No need to panic at this stage. Here we will know UGC net cutoff depends on which factors. Yes, these are the important factors on which the UGC net cutoff depends. First is total number of candidates appeared in the subject. Yes, if the more number of candidates are appearing, more number of JRF will be awarded. Yes, because for example, if there are 10 students appearing and 6% will be getting the JRF. For example, 100, not 10. 6% means 6 people will be getting the JRF. And if 1000 people are appearing, then how many people will be getting JRF? It will be 60 people. But there is a limit in every paper. There is a limit that how many people will be getting the JRF. So if the number of candidates are appearing more, then it will be more for the JRF candidates qualifying. Next is difficulty level of the examination. Next is previous year's trend. How the trend is going on. For example, if the cutoff is 60% in the JRF for the environmental science, we cannot say drastically this year it will come to 50% even if the paper is much difficult. So it will be somewhat around this, plus minus 2% or 3% or 4%. So difficulty level after that previous year's trends also we should see. So in next slide I will be telling you the last time paper. From that you will be able to know what was the trend going on. Next is considering both paper 1 and paper 2. If paper 2 was moderate or difficult, if paper 1 was comparatively easier, then it will be having the plus point those who have appeared for the paper 1 in maximum number of questions if they have answered it correctly. So if your paper 1 has gone well, paper 2 has gone moderately well, then you will be able to qualify JRF. No need to worry if the paper 2 has not gone well. Paper 1, if you have done well comparatively, then you will be getting the JRF. So both the paper we have to calculate and consider. So here, before knowing the expected cutoff for the December 2025 session for the environmental science paper, let us know what was the cutoff for the last time. That means last June 2025 attempt. The cutoff was like this. So for the general or unreserved category, net LS cutoff was 156 marks, net JRF was 174. For the EWS candidate, net LS cutoff was 144 and the net JRF cutoff was 166. Similarly, for the OBC candidate, 144 were the net LS score cutoff and 164 for the net JRF cutoff. For the SC candidates, 138 and 158 were the cutoff for net LS and net JRF respectively. And for the ST candidates, 136 and 156 was the cutoff for the net LS and net JRF category. Now we will know our expected cutoff based on the question difficulty and the responses from the students. So we are expecting, let me clear this thing. For this time, net LS cutoff for the unreserved or general category will be around 172 or plus minus 2. So this is our expectation. Net JRF 190 plus minus 2. If you are scoring this, you are in the safer side but not sure that you will get the JRF or LS. These are the safer zone for the candidates. Those who have got 162 in the EWS category net LS, they can be considered as the safer side students, and net JRF expected cutoff for EWS will be around 182. OBC candidates expected cutoff for net LS will be 162 also, similar to the EWS, and net JRF might be little bit low, that will be around 180. Similarly, for the SC candidates, we are expecting the cutoff for net LS around 156 and net JRF around 172. Similarly, for the ST candidates, we are expecting net LS cutoff this time as 154 and net JRF as 170 plus minus 2. So this is our expected cutoff. We are predicting that. We may be wrong, but it will be around this thing we are expecting. So let me clear this thing so that I hope you can see this is the expected cutoff. Even if you are below this cutoff, no need to worry, things can change. But this is based on our experience and past trend followed in the NTA UGC NET for the environmental science paper. So this is what we bought for you candidates. You were asking this, you are expecting this from us. So I hope you have got some information from this video. Don't forget to subscribe the channel Zaclead for further updates. See you guys in our next video. Till then, keep smiling, keep praying, and believe in yourself.